Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Okay, it works. Perfect. Okay, so welcome to this monthly reading for February 2023. Um, for this reading, I'm going to be actually using the Witch's Tarot, and I think I'm just going to be using the Psychic Tarot. I did a previous reading for the Leos. But sadly it got cut off close to the end because of the connection. So I just gonna go straight with the Sagittarius. It's kind of like a cliffhanger because I kind of ended it. It kind of ended like a cliffhanger. So if you guys would like to take a look at the Leo reading, it's before the Sagittarius reading. So Sagittarius. Now this is for you. This is a reading for you. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a few cards from the Witch's Tarot to see what's in store for you, Sag, for the month of July. I keep thinking about July. For the month of February. I keep thinking the word July, something about July also for Sagittarius, because I got that message for Leos too. So I'm not sure why I keep thinking about July. Anyway, so let's take a card for Sag. Okay, Sag, so you have the Seven of Cups, you have the Queen of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the Five of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. So yeah, we had the Five of Pentacles also for Leo. So all right, Sag. So the first card that you got was the Seven of Cups. Now the Seven of Cups often suggests about options, about possibilities. There's a lot of options out there, choices to choose, things to find. There could be possibilities for job offers, possibilities for opportunities. It could be regarding love interest, could be regarding business partnerships, it could be regarding job offers or things that you want to follow and pursue. Maybe you want to move somewhere else, and there's just so many possibilities right now, so many possibilities, so many cups to choose, but you're just not sure which cup to choose. There's, options of focusing on maybe stability, finding a home, finding something safe for you, maybe something regarding kids or pets, something regarding something that brings you joy and fulfillment, something that brings you more money, something that gives you more freedom as Sagittarius, to be more free spirited, maybe traveling, right? So there's a lot of things here. Maybe it could be regarding love. So there's a lot of things happening around you, and there's just so many options and so many possibilities that you kind of get scattered a little bit, Sag, and you're kind of confused of which kind of where you need to focus on, because you're a little scattered, and not to focus on one priority perhaps, or two or three priorities. So it's time to kind of get grounded and focus and choose kind of three priorities, things that will kind of help you accelerate to your ambitions more quickly, or your dreams or your goals, right? And because there's just so many things happening and you're focused on too many things, Sag, that it's hard to kind of finish and accomplish one thing, and to stay kind of grounded on that, and to stay permanent on that, and in order to see results, right? Just because your attention is in too many places and in too many directions. So it's time to kind of focus on one thing or two, maximum three things, just and then the rest just kind of push it aside, right? And focus on those three or two or one thing, and then just focus on it 100% until you start to see. I'm actually going to do Aries after this reading. So I just did Leo, I'm doing Sag, and now I'm going to do Aries. So I'm focusing on the fire signs, then I'm going to do the water signs. I don't know if I'm going to do the water signs today. Might do them tomorrow, the next day. And then I'm going to do the earth and then the air. So as I was saying, Sag, there's a lot of options out there, a lot of options to follow, but it's time to just focus on just one or two things, and just focus on it 100% in order to pursue it, in order to see how things will unfold slowly, right? So you also have the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands is somebody who's very empowered in their element. So it seems like you're going to feel that energy a lot. You're going to feel the Queen of Wands this month. You're going to feel very empowered, very focused on what you want to achieve. You're going to have a lot of confidence. You're going to be more bolder. You're just going to be more in your element, Sag, right? And you're going to be very empowered. And then this can relate to female or male, whichever, but you're embodying your fire, and you're embodying your Queen of Wands element. And this can apply to a guy too, a male too. And it can just feel like you're more in authoritative, you're more in authority, so you can move forward and like give orders or accomplish tasks, and you just have an agenda and you're just accomplishing a lot of things. You're feeling very empowered, you're feeling very in your element, Sag. So that's why it's very easy to feel like you can conquer the world, right? Because there's so many options up there and you think you can conquer all of it and all your ambitions and dreams too. But the reality of it is that things actually need time and patience, and it's a slow, steady progress, and it needs your attention like 100%. You need to nurture it like a plant. It involves a lot of earth. It involves a lot of earth element, and as fire element myself, it's hard for that because we like things to progress in a very fiery way, and because it's exciting, it's fun, but things do take time. Things do need patience and nurturing. So you're gonna have your options there, but you're gonna have to take your time on it, okay? And but you're gonna feel very empowered and very willing to follow anything you want to follow, right? So you also have the Hangman. So the Hangman is about things being stagnant at the moment. Things are not moving as quickly as you want them to, like I said, right? Being like the Queen of Wands that you are, whether regarding male or female, doesn't matter. It's still the same energy. It's quite hard to be patient and just allow things to flow, or even to surrender, because the Hangman is about surrendering. It's about surrendering to the situation, not really having control of what's happening around you. It's this month of February. It's kind of just letting go and just allowing things to flow and see where it's going to take you. So yeah, so you're gonna kind of be upside down and just see where it's going to take you, and there's not much you can do about it, but you're just going to wait it out and just have faith and just kind of surrender where things go, while you're still kind of fantasizing and about all these ideas and ambitions or goals that you want to pursue, right? But yeah, because you're quiet in your fire element this month, you will be a little bit frustrated, you will be a little bit impatient, right? But things take time, like I said, and you will need to surrender, right? You also have the Five of Pentacles. So there is a little bit of restriction happening in the month of February, Sag. There is some financial difficulties, or there's a little bit of tightness. Like you got to be very careful with your budget. You're going to have to you're going to have to carefully calculate everything, right? And making a budget really helps, and you're going to have to be strict a little bit with your income, seeing that things are a little bit dry in the moment, and it will soon pass. I mean, it's a temporary period where you're going to experience that, and it's going to feel a little bit kind of like frustrating and a little bit it's not a good process to go through. We don't like going through that. It's a bit, there is a little bit of some struggle, but it's not going to be for that long. And it's also something related to kind of feeling emotionally empty. Perhaps, the winter times are quite lonely. Winter times, you do feel quite empty and isolated, right? You do feel quite bare with your pentacles, and there's nothing much you can do, right? So you're gonna feel a little bit pushed back. That's what I feel, Sag. You're gonna feel a little bit pushed back and kind of feel like you're gonna surrender to certain things, and there's not much control you have right now at the moment. Seeing that the Hangman says that right now in this month you're gonna have to kind of surrender and just let things flow. And there's my little Felix. He's saying hi. He's saying hello to you. If you guys have pets, he's probably saying hi to one of your pets. So he's kind of shy, but now he's showing himself. So and yeah, so there is some sort of surrendering that you have to take, and there is a little bit of like calming your fire a bit, because you don't have much control in this month of February, I feel, but you will embrace your fire a lot this month, Sag. All right, so let's take a few cards. For Sag. Okay. So Sag, we have solitude. So this is what I mean with the Five of Pentacles, right? The Five of Pentacles. Even in this reading, as I'm talking, I feel like I'm talking more faster because it's your energy. You're quite accelerated this month, I feel. So I can feel the energy of moving quite quickly. But there are also some time of periods of stillness that you're going to go through as well in the month of February, because you do have solitude, right? And solitude is the Hermit card, so it is a time where you're going to feel a little bit isolated, and mostly a time to reflect and go internally within yourself, and reflect on things, and kind of recover. I feel like recovering from something that was a bit intense for you, but you're now like at peace with things and with it, and then you're kind of just letting it go at the moment, and you're just kind of recovering and healing and being, and that involves you being on your own. You know, you can't fully interact with other people when you're trying to heal yourself, and you're going to need time on yourself, and kind of push everything away, all activities away, and you're going to want to go within and kind of, you know, connect to maybe your higher self, connect to your inner self, your intuition. Probably going to be more involved in metaphysical things, connect with your true being, your soul, right? It's something in you is calling to connect again. So yeah, so you're going to probably just kind of lay back a bit and chill and go within yourself. This is why you're going to feel a little bit empty, a little bit isolated, because, you know, there's not much you can do right now, and it's probably winter season. Or if it's not winter season where you are, it's just a period of your own personal winter. Not much to do, not much to explore, not much control over a situation. So that's a little bit of a bummer for somebody who has a lot of fire this month, right? But you could use it on other important things. Use your fire for something beneficial in the meantime, and something that can bring results in something, right? But same time, there are periods where you're going to be kind of on the low and kind of reserved and kind of introverted, right? Which is okay. We all need to have periods of being introverted. We have periods of being extroverted, and we have periods where we need to go within and be introverted, right? So this is a normal process, and just kind of just allow it to happen. Okay? And it's kind of like got to be in your cave for a bit, got to be in your cocoon for a bit for things inside of you again, you know? So maybe you're going to research things, study some things, right? With the book. It does connect me to the high priestess energy, so it is of quite a psychic energy, maybe connecting to your psychic abilities as well. So yeah, so there has to be a balance of both, of fire and water, maybe, or of air, or whichever element you need to switch back and forth with. So yeah. So also there are material harvest for you, Sag. So there is things for you that are coming to fruition. You are bearing the fruits of your labor. You're seeing your success grow. You're seeing yourself achieve certain things. You're seeing yourself achieve, and you are seeing material wealth. Not material wealth, but like even during the time that you were a bit tight, there will be a period where you're going to feel a bit better and a bit more how do you say it, a bit more materially satisfied. I think that's what it's saying. So you're also going to have a, a point where you're going to feel like, oh, I have everything I need, I'm quite secure, or I have the status I need, I have built my reputation, I have built my coins, let's just say, and I can embrace it and enjoy the fruits of my labor, and kind of just enjoy in the abundance of it, right? So it's a quite successful card too. It is quite abundant. It is a status and reputation as well, and kind of saving up as well. So it's a materialistic card, but it's a secure materialism. Like you feel secure in it. You feel secure with what you've gathered. Your material harvest. You harvested. You work hard for it, so you deserve to enjoy it, right? So you're enjoying it now, Sag. And that's why you see him holding all those um, crops or coins or harvests that he has there, right? So he is enjoying it and embracing it because you've worked hard and you've earned it, Sag. Okay. Now we have the solar plexus chakra. So this month, Sag, you're going to really need to heal your solar plexus chakra. Something there has been blocked or underactivated or even harmed. It probably harmed. You probably have like a scar there or something there it's been done to you that needs some immediate attention and healing, which is why probably you might get involved in maybe within your own personal healing or within researching things like this within yourself. Alternative options, maybe getting crystals and kind of finding why this happened and how plexus being closed or underactivated and needs to be reactivated and it needs to be rehealed, right? There's something there that hasn't been healed yet, that probably was harmed and hasn't been stitched up yet, and it's like an open wound. So I'll talk about my personal experience with the solar plexus. So many times I've gone through like battle scars like this where, people like to shoot right where my solar plexus is and likes to destroy it too. And I've had moments where I've received a blast or two, either on my heart chakra or on my solar plexus, right? And then this usually happens in your job sometimes, in your work field, coworkers who, are deceptive or are competitive or, want to knock you down. So that's my situation. It could be family members or relationships that just kind of kill the solar plexus, right? It just happens, or can be any kind of like not both, can be family or could be external people, can be friendships, can be anything that could have harmed it, right? So one time I got really hit really bad there in my solar plexus, and I could feel it. It was so bad that what this person did felt like a blast in my solar plexus. And it was so bad. And it can be like things that they say to you, and it can be things that they can, degrade you, belittle you, and they can do many things that can really harm the solar plexus. And what I had to do is I had to actually, luckily I have a citrine crystal. It's a generator. It's quite a big generator crystal that I use to cleanse the house and to every corner. And citrin crystals are about the solar plexus. So and it was a strong crystal, so it was perfect to do like a surgery on my solar plexus. So I was so beaten down, like this is real. Solar plexus, your chakras are real. Okay, and they're there, and they will break. People will break them sometimes, and situations will break it. You gotta fix it. You gotta heal it. Just like as you have a wound, you gotta stitch it. You gotta stitch yourself up physically. You also have to stitch yourself up energetically as well. You get wounds, you get battle scars, energetic battle scars too. They're there and they're real, and they will affect you in the long run. You don't see it, but then you'll see how your personality changes. You'll see how your character changes because you've been wounded there, right? Perhaps maybe you don't have any more self-confidence in yourself. Your power has been taken away, right? There's so many things that took it away, and it's because your chakras were wounded. And I feel like if you heal it, this is what's going to help you this month to be like the Queen of Wands again and be empowered. This is why I feel a lot of fire suddenly, a bit too much, because it's been suddenly activated again. So it's time to kind of embrace that fire element in you to activate it again in your solar plexus, right? So I actually had to grab it. I was like laying down, like I felt like I got shot right there, and I had to kind of like took the shirt off, like leave its bare skin there, and with the generator just slowly rotate it clockwise like 9 times. And then I can slowly feel the energy around. It's like sometimes you feel like a pinch, like a sharp pinch, and it hurts. Like it hurts. You actually feel it. And you're not even touching the skin. And you go and you rotate it. And then I just visualize myself stitching myself back together. Or what I just did is I just kept doing circular movements around the solar plexus, yeah, clockwise, right, 9 times. In my case, I needed to do longer than 9 times. They say that's to do something like that or activate something, you got to activate it 9 times. But because I'm doing surgery, I just had to concentrate on the energy passing through there. And generators are like, I think, I forgot how many faces they have, 5 faces. I'm not sure. I have it, I'll show it later. And then it has like a point, and anything that has a point is a generator, right? And then you just try to stitch yourself back together, and you try to heal yourself, and you'll feel the energy there, and you'll feel some pinches and pains. Sometimes it's like an ant bite, like those little ant bite, or sometimes it's a real strong pinch pain that you'll feel. And you'll work on it, and you'll feel it until suddenly you'll feel like a warmth, and it'll feel healed, right? And I had a like a big scar. Like the visualization of the wound was like a huge like scar, and I really had to work on it for like an hour, and then finally it was healed. Like it was serious. Some people are serious, like they don't mean well at all. Or it's mental health. Mental illness can be, people in these situations can have mental health issues and can, do these things to you, right? In my case, they've done it to me. And so after that, I felt better. I felt wounded. After the wound, I felt better and I felt healed, right? But what's interesting is that as I was healing that part of the wound, the giant scar I had there in my solar plexus, I could feel the energy traveling through my solar plexus too, as if it was linked. So the solar plexus is actually linked to the heart chakra together. So when I worked on my heart chakra the other day, I could feel it going down my solar plexus and feeling like a pinch, like a strong pinch. And then I could feel it back and forth, going up and down, up and down. They're linked because it's the next chakra after, right? Or whatever wounds you emotionally can affect your confidence, right? Or anything that affects your will and power can affect you emotionally, and so on. So it can link to the sacral too, right? So if you're struggling with confidence when it comes to sexual activity, right, your solar plexus will be linked to your sacral, right? Because it's like they're linked, confidence and sexuality and all that stuff, right? So it's all, and then mine was solar plexus and heart chakra, right? Emotion. So you just gotta do that exercise, and then you're gonna see that you're gonna feel either a pinch in your heart chakra or downwards. You're gonna feel there's a link to it, right? Because they're both harmed, right? So yeah, this is serious. You gotta heal this. You'll see how drastically your personality and persona will change once you work on your solar plexus or you do a surgery. So buy those crystals, buy those generators, a citron crystal or anything that is connected to solar plexus. Even put like a music in the background that is all about solar plexus, right? I'll probably link it later on in this video. There's these mantras, so you can listen about reactivating your chakra. So yeah, activate it, and you'll feel much better. You'll feel more healed. And this, I think, is the reason why you're going to be really empowered this month, like the Queen of Wands that you are. Like, it's like taking your power away. People like to take your power away. Don't let them, Sag. Don't let them take your power away. Gain it back. Gain your fire back and be in power. Hold your throne. Be in your throne. Hold that wand. Like, be the queen or be the king, that you are. So people like to do that. And sometimes we don't get back to it because it's wounded and we have to heal it. So it's time to heal it, Sag. Once you heal it, once you do all that, or do those exercises I mentioned, I think you're going to be very empowered this month. Okay. So overall, that's the monthly reading for you for this month, Sagittarius of February 2023. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you liked this video, please make sure to subscribe, like this video, share it. And if you would like to donate too, that'd be great. That really helped me. If you would like to donate, I'll leave the link below under the description if you would like to donate as well. For that would help me greatly. So yeah, Sagittarius, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll see you again in my next video. All right, bye.